Okay, welcome to part 2 of the Southern Footy League web show. This week we're having a look at the Southern Footy League top 5. We're focusing more on team achievements over the year, but at number 5 would be remiss of us to not acknowledge Shane Rowley from the Sky Footy Club, who with eight goals on the weekend brought up his 100 for the season, so congratulations to Shane. At number 4, the new teams into the Southern Footy League in 2009. The Southern Dragons in Division 3 and the Narre North Foxes in the Colts Division both notched up 5 wins for the year. Good solid foundations to build on for 2010, boys. At number 3, clubs that have 3 teams participating in finals this week. In their seniors, reserves and Colts, we have St Paul's East Bentley, Sky and Murrumbina, while the seniors, reserves and Division 3 sides, Cheltenham, Mount Waverley and Doveton, have managed to get all 3 of their club teams into the finals, so great work to those clubs. At number 2, the leading goal kickers in each division this year. Division 1 seniors, Travis Ridgway, 113 goals, congratulations Trav. Chris McMahon, also from St Paul's with 56, won the Division 1 reserves. In Division 2 it was Luke Kirkland with 92 goals from Blackrock in the seniors, while Glenn Crowe from Heatherton kicked 55 in the reserves. Division 3, Ricky Ramsdale with 111 from Doveton Eagles, and also from Doveton Eagles, Travis Gardner with 50 goals won the reserves. In the Colts, Sean Thompson with 21 in one game, if you don't mind, from Murrumbina kicked 78 for the year, and in the third 18, Jimmy Brownlees kicked 29 from Cheltenham, so congratulations to all of you boys out there. At number 1 in the top 5 to round out the home and away season are the 3 sides that went through unbeaten in 2009 during the home and away season, and we might have a sip of champagne to celebrate that tonight. St Kilda City, both their Division 1 and Colts teams went through undefeated, and also Heatherton, the Division 2 reserves. Congratulations to those sides, fantastic year. Okay, some fantastic achievements there by some teams and individuals throughout 2009. Joining me now is the Oakleigh District's senior coach Andrew Moore, who I'm sure hopes to have some glory at the end of his 2009. Welcome back.
Thanks, mate. Good to be here.
Now, you finished up the home and away season last week, knowing you were going to finish in 3rd position. You lost to Blackrock. Was it a good loss for your boys, or one of those bad losses before a final?
I think it was a good loss, although we weren't guaranteed 3rd spot, so it wasn't too... It's been nervous at the end of the game, waiting for the other results to come through. But, I think we've played some terrific football second half of the year, and we've really built ourselves up to get 3rd spot. And then when we got 3rd spot, I think we've all had a bit of a letdown. Training during the week was pretty flat, and then we went out and played that way. So, Blackrock played really well. They're always hard to beat on their home ground. They've got some good footballers, and they deserve their win.
Okay. Hopefully the boys will turn it back on this week for the big clash in the qualifying final.
I hope so.
Now, you've been perennial finalists in Division 2 in the last probably 4 or 5 years. You haven't made it any further than the preliminary final. Why is 2009 going to be the district's year?
Look, I think our balance all around the team is pretty good this year. I think our back line's pretty settled. Our forward line's been really settled second half of the year. And I think we've got the talent in the forward line this year to kick some scores. So I think that could be the difference.
Oh, you've sort of pitched part of my next question there as to what has been the key. Obviously, the settling of the back line and defence. Being a big fella that's been very important for you too.
Yeah. Grant Pitts has been fairly important. We didn't have him early in the year, and he makes a huge difference to the side. Again, it comes back to balance. Playing him in the ruck, and you can play some other big guys up forward, and you look a much better side, that's for sure.
Now, you had a good win over who are we playing this week? South Yarra. Such a big clash. Had a good win over South Yarra in round 16 down at South Yarra's home ground. Did you take anything out of that that's going to help you this weekend?
I think we took a lot out of it. Early in the year they beat us by 13 goals at our ground, and then to come out and beat them at their ground by 10 was terrific. I got a fair bit out of it. Yeah, I'm not going to say what we got out. Dave's standing there behind the camera.
Dave Canizzo, the South Yarra fullback, our cameraman as always. So the boys are upbeat and certainly ready for the challenge this week.
Absolutely. We had a bit of a training session on Sunday, went down to Clayton, had a look around at the ground, and everyone's pretty positive about finals coming up.
Fantastic. Well, it is going to be a huge clash. As always, we wouldn't let you be able to go without some parting shots, so just some questions to keep you on your toes. Who's your pick for the AFL Brownlow in 2009?
Oh, that's a good question. Adam Goods.
Adam Goods. Bit of a roughie.
I'm a Swans man. So.
Absolutely. What's your preferred form of cricket, indoor or outdoor?
Oh, yeah.
Outdoor? Not in these current Melbourne conditions.
I wouldn't want to be out there tonight.
Who is your pick for the Division 2 Southern Footy League, best and fairest this season?
Oh, Dan Killer.
One of your boys?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
had great.
He certainly has. And now that the Ashes are gone, we're all mourning those and lamenting the old Earns staying back in England. Who's to blame, the captain or the selectors?
Oh, both.
Both?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, they definitely should have picked a spinner in the last game, but I don't think he's the best captain we've ever had.
Interesting.
Might be the best batsman. I don't think he's the best captain.
Well, we'll see going forward. This summer, we'll see who's leading the Aussies, but this Saturday afternoon, we'll see who proceeds on to the second semi-final to take on Heatherton. Andrew, again, thanks for joining us. Good luck on the weekend.
Thanks, Ron.
And with that, that brings another Southern Football League web show to a close. Stay tuned on 88.3 Southern FM this Saturday afternoon from 2 o'clock as myself, along with my co-commentators, hopefully David Hampton and Mark Seymour, will be joining me to bring you the South Yarra Oakleigh District's Division 2 qualifying final live from Clayton Reserve. Also on the weekend on 88.3 from 11 a.m, you can join Steve Barnes and Sammy Robertson as they bring you all the scores and news and details around finals week 1 in the Southern Footy League. For all the tipsters out there, don't forget to enter your tips for this week's game, which is the Cheltenham Mordialloc Elimination Final. Simply go up to the media tab up the top here, go down to radio and find the email address on Sunday radio program. You'll be able to win a $50 dining voucher courtesy of the Southern Football League and 88.3 Southern FM. Thanks again to all the coaches for coming in and spending their time with us here in the studio. Thanks always to Leader Community Newspapers. Check them out at localfooty.com.au. Southern Footy, where the locals are the legends. Stay tuned for Ask Sharpie on part 3.